Ladies and gentlemen of the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department, I wanted to take a few moments with you today to discuss some recent incidents which have challenged the public's trust in our capacity to provide professional service in our communities. This past Saturday, I sent a broadly distributed email which also was shared over the station printers. This message addressed my extreme disappointment with the actions of some of our personnel, ultimately resulting in a physical and verbal altercation between career and volunteer members on the scene of an active house fire. These actions and behavior are absolutely unacceptable and will not be tolerated. I will not tolerate violence in the workplace in any way, shape, or form. It is incumbent upon each of us to ensure that we take all steps necessary to correct this kind of behavior and restore both the department's and the public's trust in our abilities to maintain a professional level of service. After reviewing the preliminary violence in the workplace investigative details, it is fairly clear to me that there is a pattern of activity that needs to be addressed immediately. There are no excuses or counterclaims that can justify any of what I have read to date in the preliminary investigation. The investigation continues. However, I announced the following immediate actions in the email on Saturday. Number one, first arriving unit officers no longer have the option to pass command. In concert with the impending release of the new General Order 6-1, passing command will no longer be acceptable. First arriving unit officers will either establish command, which is a fixed command post, or will establish tactical command, performing the 360 or working in a forward position with their crew. All subsequent operations will either support command or tactical command. Number two, if tactical command has been established, the first arriving command officer is expected to assume command. Upon assuming command, that incident commander shall immediately obtain a CAN report, a conditions, actions, and needs report, from the tactical commander. Number three, all personnel are hereby directed to cease the practice of charging attack lines from a second or successive piece of apparatus until the unit's primary mission, as in water supply for the first engine, is achieved. The second line will normally be expected to be deployed from the first arriving engine. The practice of routinely running a long line and charging it before water supply is established must stop. In any case, that second line will support and back up the initial attack line or will be deployed as directed by command or tactical command. All successive operations will be in support of command or tactical command. All chief officers and supervisors must ensure the personnel under their charge receive this information and have heard it loud and clear. Any deviations from this directive will result in the immediate operational removal of the personnel involved, pending further review by the Emergency Services Deputy Fire Chief. I will not tolerate any environment that results in verbal or physical altercations and/or violence in the workplace of any kind. We cannot and will not tolerate competitions to get to the fire first, which ultimately compromises the safety of everyone involved and the integrity of our operations. Our mission to provide service in Prince George's County as safely and efficiently as possible will only be accomplished with a professional and cohesive team approach. Providing fire and emergency medical services is not a competition and is not a turf battle. Providing service is our primary mission. The public expects that we will deliver it professionally every time. Not one time have I heard someone in the public ask me to send my second best. They expect us to come with our A team and our A game every time. This cannot and will not involve personnel struggling over any actions on any scene. Compliance is not optional. For the majority of our folks who do the right thing day in and day out, I thank you, and our communities thank you. I assure each and every one of you as the investigation continues that appropriate actions will be taken as warranted when all of the facts have been investigated. This is not a volunteer or career issue. This is a safety, a violence, and a leadership issue. We must not allow this to adversely impact our operations. Our department, our personnel, and our communities expect and deserve better. Let's ensure we are providing the most timely and professional service as possible while ensuring everyone goes home safely. Thank you.